Crypto gaming will return massively at the end of 2025, and I'm giving you the cheat code to guaranteed earnings with this brand new IMX airdrop guide. Immutable X just onboarded 5 million users, partnered with multi-billion-dollar companies, and have over 500 signed games. As you can see Robbie, their CEO, talking about here on X, making them the largest crypto gaming ecosystem in the entire space. And they are only just speeding up. Also, if you want more content like this, then please subscribe, drop a like, and I could become an immutable content creator if you guys would find that valuable. There are some super fun games in this ecosystem, and I definitely want to try more of them. So, for anyone who hasn't heard, immutable gems now mean something significant, since you can get IMX airdrop to your wallet every single week. I'll break down exactly how much IMX this is, how to maximize your earnings, and exactly how you can use this opportunity to out-earn 99% of users in the entire crypto gaming industry. There's a Discord I'm going to show you. There's a bunch of spreadsheets on how much IMX you could be earning and what it means for making millionaires in this space. So the first thing is IMX has just hit 5 million users. This is unheard of in the crypto gaming space, and this is probably botted a little bit less than something like Pixels Online at least, but the point is it's growing rapidly, and these are unique immutable passports. Not only that, but they need to like register their phone numbers and things like that to actually be eligible for the airdrop. So this is just really positive for IMX. It's not as big as every other chain out there or whatever, but as far as gaming chains goes, it is absolutely massive for this industry, for this space, and it is growing really fast. Like probably 4 million of them were like in the past 6 months. 1 million of them probably in the past 30 days or whatever. Like it's speeding up really, really fast as they grow to become one of the top cryptos by the end of the next bull run. I expect it to become a top 25 cryptocurrency by the end of the bull run, whenever that might be. My personal guess, early 2026. The point is, the 25th on this list is at about $5 billion market cap. So I expect it to be there at minimum during the bull run, at the end of the bull run, whatever you might want to say. Now, it also could be as big as AVAX at all-time high. That is what I'm going to base it off as I go through the different scenarios of bear, bull, and super bull scenarios here. But $22 billion is kind of the all-time high for AVAX. Now, that would put the IMX token, since it's currently at 740 mil market cap, at just over $12. If we look at Immutable, its all-time high is about $5 billion, which would put the token at around $3. So $12 is my super peak, super bullish narrative, and my bull narrative is $3 for the token. But how does the airdrop work? The first thing we need to talk about is the eligibility, participation, and earning gems. So only passport users are eligible. You can see it right here. All the details are here, but I'm just going to read out what the important stuff is. Only passport users are eligible. You need to complete at least one in-game quest, and you must link your mobile number and one social account to help prevent botting in the system. If you need to do it, I think you can just go to your profile. I haven't actually checked. Social connections, click that. Your X and Discord, I've connected both of them. As for mobile number, I guess that'll probably prompt you when you go to actually claim your keys and all the rest of it, okay? So to actually earn the gem, the key, as you can see right here, I got a rare key this week. I got an epic key last week. Last week, I also got a key tier up, so I should have gotten uncommon this week. Clearly, I have not been doing enough work in this ecosystem, so I'm going to explain how you can get the most out of it. But basically, it is based on your immutable gaming history. I don't know how deep it goes. I don't know if it's based on your gem farming history or your gaming history per se. I definitely think it's a combination of the two. But either way, farming the quests is the best way to get a more rare key in this system. And as they say in the Galaxy Discord, it's likely more on like a 6 to 12 month moving average, but probably with a major focus on recent history bias as well. So for example, if you did a bunch of quests 12 months ago, that's going to bode really well for your key Rarity. However, if you're starting now and you're getting them all done, like over the next month, you hit basically every quest, you're probably going to be in the top 1%. You're probably going to be getting that epic key because it probably focuses on that recent history. It's just the people that have been doing it for the entire 12 months are going to be just above you there. But you're all going to be right up at the top. It also says in some of these other docs and things that further engaging with games can improve rewards. Following supported games, watching videos, and participating in limited time campaigns all help. So those limited time campaigns are really important as well. Now, casual farmers like me only have around 2,000 gems. I have a few more now, but when I first got my first key, I had about 2,000. My second key brought me down to 1,000. I've only got 2 more weeks on my casual farmer, my casual boy situation. So this is 4 weeks of keys. I expect the participants to drop off massively after the first month of this campaign. What that means is way more IMX for everyone else. So I factored that into my calcs that I'll show you in just a minute. Now, different tiers actually give you different IMX rewards. You can see the common tier gets 5% of the total pool, 6% of the total pool. The uncommon tier gets 11%. Rare gets 20% with 50,000 IMX, the largest amount. Epic tier gets 18.5% with 44,000 IMX. At the legendary tier gets 17%, and then the mythic draw has 25% of the total prize pool, so 60k, and is open to everyone regardless of tier. In this pool, 100 random winners will receive prizes ranging from 181 IMX to 21,000. Thousands and thousands of dollars. I hope I win one of these top mythic prizes. So this is reason enough to buy a key every single week, which means you got to do a lot of quests to be able to get as much and many gems as you possibly can. But how do you earn the gems? Let's jump into that. So firstly, you can go to this quest section in the Immutable Play website right in the top left here. And these 4 quests on the right here are going to be your main bread and butter. However, you've also got these early access quests, and you should definitely go and do them all. I'm going to show you one right now. So if I click on the Battle Rise quest right here, I click Join the Adventure. You can see down in the bottom right, sorry, my head's in the way. Nope. It's one of these. I don't know. Let me hide that. Okay. As you can see here, I can click the Follow Now button. I click that. Since you have your socials linked and things like that, I think it'll actually like automatically do a bunch of stuff. So firstly, you'll follow it on the Immutable platform, and then it'll make you go through each of them in sequence. So if we watch the Battle Rise trailer right here, we're gonna get another 5 gems. You can get 50 gems just for like watching their trailers and things like that. Very, very easy. I have no idea if the sound's coming through. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. It is seriously this easy to earn gems on Immutable. You can just do this, watch the little trailers, go through it all. And honestly, the best part about this that we don't really talk about enough is this is going to show you so many different kinds of games, and you're not going to like 99% of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, everyone likes different sorts of games, but I find games that I like surprisingly often. The other day, just to farm the quest, I downloaded the Cooking Mama game, Meta in Mona Land or something like that. Or Mona in Metaland. I can't remember what it is. But it's just like one of those little cooking phone games. I actually really enjoyed it. Once I got over the really easy tutorial, it's actually a pretty fun game. And honestly, without the Immutable Play platform, I probably never would have found or engaged with that game. And it's got a lot of levels. I'm excited to go through and beat the entire thing slowly over time. I'm not that fussed. But if more quests come back for it, then I'll have the opportunity to earn even more gems because I've been playing it through to the end. So don't just get the gem condition and then bail. That's not necessarily going to work out for you in the long run because they do come back. Okay, so that's the early access quest. You also have quest series if we go back. You also have quest series down here. We can see the Raven Quest series. These work a little bit different. These aren't instant. So at the end on May 1 in this case, it's just going to distribute all the quests for what you actually acquired in here. So for example, you can see chapter 2, Open the World of Raven Quest. So we click the little rules button there. We can see started on March 14, ends May 1. Link your Immutable Passport to your Raven Quest account before the end date. That's all you need to do. And once it gets to May 1, you will earn gems for this quest. It usually says how many gems? Oh, 100 gems. It says right at the top. This one here, you can see reach level 10. I've done that, so I'm looking forward to that one. I haven't done all these quests, though. I haven't done 5 and 6, I don't think. Kill the Astor Demon. It says estimated time 5 hours right there. You want to complete these quest series. These are the really big ones. Compete with a guild in a guild war. I haven't done this one, but you can earn 400 gems. It's basically an entire key on its own. You want to do that one. Earn up to 100 gems. Vote on the creator champion. That one has ended. You can see a little quest ended thing there, but you want to do these quest series, and sometimes they repeat. So if you have like a level 30 character in Raven Quest, a new thing might come up that goes beat this, and you need a level 30 character to beat it. So you don't necessarily want to just ignore all the games. Only play the ones you like. Don't like waste your time on games that you don't enjoy. Make sure you're enjoying your time. For anything you do enjoy, it will actually benefit you to play it through and like enjoy the game. We've also got a quest series for Self-Made Billionaire. Guild of Guardians for new players. These is huge amount of really easy gems. If you haven't played Guild of Guardians yet, highly recommend. Quest series 2 for Guild of Guardians. You can just do these things. I've done some of them. They were really easy, but this is a really good example of one where you need to be playing the game. I played a ton of Guild of Guardians when it first came out. I want to go back and play it, but I haven't had really much time. But this one here earned 300 gems from the Ruby Rush event. That might seem like much, but you need all the rubies to be able to do it. And to do that, you need to play the game for a bunch. So you do want to play these things. Main quest, big rewards. All of these have ended. It also shows the ones you've completed. I've only got these 2. I really thought I would have more than that. You can also claim gems daily every single day. Make sure you're doing that. You get a random amount, but really you're getting on average between 10 and 20 gems. 7 days at 70 gems. You're getting a pretty good way of the way to getting your next key. So make sure you're claiming that every day. And it can be really high. You can hit the jackpot, I guess. I don't know. There's a quest series for Norma and Meadowland. I missed this one. I really wish I hit this one because I actually really enjoyed this game. But really, you can see all the quests that are currently available. Now, also, I will make update videos on this. Let me know down in the comments if you want update videos on what quests are currently ongoing you should be doing to earn free gems. Let me know and I'll make update videos that cover all of the quests. That's a really easy, really fun video. If it's helpful, please let me know. Now, the other way to learn about the gem quest is actually the Gamers Galaxy Discord. I'll put the Discord down in the description down below, but basically, if you want the latest info, especially on gem news and a bunch of other things, they're really good at all sorts of stuff. But gem news, they actually post all sorts of things to give you updates on the different gems quests that are coming in, if they're easy or hard, if you should be doing them, which keys you're getting. And it's how I got some of the information for this video. I went through and looked at all the different IMX rewards people from different keys were getting. But yeah, so if you want the latest gem news, this is the easiest way to get it. So definitely want to check out the Gamers Galaxy Discord. Now, the other thing I should mention is when you're looking at a quest, right? If we look at Raven Quest, for example, no, it's about Self-Made Billionaires, a really good example. So if we go to Self-Made Billionaire and we click the little rules button here, it will say everything you need to do. So the first one is play Self-Made Billionaire, but the rules sometimes have some caveats in here. Firstly, it started, download the game, change the server to Global 1. It did not default me to Global 1. So you will not get the gems if you don't do this. That's really important. Visit MBX Station and connect your Self-Made Billionaire account to your passport. You need to do that as well. I've done that now. So I've done everything. I'm pretty confident I'm going to get it. But you need to make sure you double check the rules whenever you're going for a specific quest. Now, the earning breakdown. How much IMX can you get over 1, 3, or 6 months? We're going to cover all that right now, really quickly. Okay, so the first thing is I had a look at all the keys and I kind of estimated a bunch of the IMX stuff, right? The total is correct. Now, this could change over time. That's the one thing I cannot factor in. I don't know if they're going to drop the IMX airdrop rewards, increase them, if they're going to dynamically change based on the number of participants. I have absolutely no idea. We're assuming it's going to stay consistent permanently forever. Probably a bad way to look at this, but that's how I've got it in my thing. Users, I've got about 13,000 for week 1 of these rewards. I put most of them in common. I don't really know for sure. I'm going to be able to estimate this better after week 2, but right now it's looking at about 13,000 users claiming keys during this week of the competition. Common, I definitely see a lot of people getting none, so it's probably lower on 0, upper on 3 for IMX rewards. Uncommon is 12 to 25. 31 to 45 for rare. Epic is 62 to 78. Legendary, I'm seeing 100 to 132 IMX. Really great rewards here. And Mythic is kind of an outlier, but there are only 100 users that claim from this pool. There's an average of 2,000 IMX going out to each of these participants. So this means for earnings, it's very simple. So I'm basically just taking the average IMX that I think each key is getting, and then I'm putting it into the 3 brackets. As I said before, the bear market is about 40 cents, bull market is about $3, and super bull market is about $12. And I'll talk about user fall off in just a minute. But you can see for common, I'm seeing for about common key is about 6 cents every week. Bull market, you're getting $5, super bull $18 every single week, not too bad. But as we get down to like rare and epic, in a super bull market, you're getting like almost $1,000 a week, which is insanely good for an epic key. So definitely think it's possible. 200 still very, very good. You want to be farming this. In a bull market, you're making absolute insane amount of money that a lot of people aren't earning from their day jobs. Legendary keys, you're getting $1,400 in a super bull market or $350 in a bull, but it gets better. It gets so much better than this. As we go to the time thing, you can see that I'm estimating what it might be like over time. As you can see, for the first 4 weeks, I've set it at 13,000 users. So all the money you gain is consistent. Then I'm dropping it by about half, not quite to be a little bit generous, to about 7,000 users. And after that, I'm dropping off 2% of users every single week, as I expect the people farming for the gems to diminish. Now, this could go the opposite direction. Rewards could decrease because users increase. That's kind of a good thing because that means the IMX ecosystem is getting a lot more users and a lot more people coming in. Then the IMX token is worth more for other reasons, okay? So that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the IMX token is worth even more than I would have expected. But here is the way I'm putting it out here. And so it decreases every 2% every day. You see the active users falling off over time. Then if we look at cumulative users, let me zoom out a little bit. If we look at cumulative gains from the token, you can see that if you're getting consistent legendary keys in the bear market, you're getting up to $8,000 over the next 12 months. In a bull market, you're getting closer to 60K over the next 12 months. With the epic key, you're getting closer to 40K over the next 12 months. In the super bull case, you're seeing $250,000 from the legendary key. You're seeing, even from the rare key, you're seeing something like $80,000 over the next 12 months. Now, obviously, this is a highly bullish case. We should be looking at bull for the most part. But you can see just how many weekly rewards you could be pulling off. You could be pulling off over $1,000 in a bull market from consistent epic keys. And I think if you're doing every single quest as often as you can, you should be getting the epic key always. And that's $1,000 every single week. Absolutely insane. Not only that, but you have a 113,000 shot. Let's quickly have a look at what that is. 100 divided by 13,000 shot. I'm just winning a 2K at current prices, which is what, 0.7%? Not terrible. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. So that is how much IMX you could be earning from the airdrop, what it means in USD value, and if you should be competing for this. I hope you learned something today, and if you want more IMX content, then please show this video as much love as you can. Drop a like, share it on socials, and whatever else, and check out this next video on earning in Illuvium, since I expect it to get heaps of its own quests soon.